Tiffany, a Taiwanese-American girl, spends her summer with her grandmother in Tainan. Tiffany couldn't stop smiling as she sat at her grandmother's kitchen table, watching the steam rise from a large pot. The kitchen smelled like the ocean, and the air was filled with the sound of sizzling shrimp shells. "Grandma, why does your shrimp rice taste so much better than the ones at the night market?" Tiffany asked curiously. Her grandmother chuckled softly. "Ah, it's because I make the broth from the shrimp shells. That's where all the flavor hides." She gently stirred the pot. Grandma lifted the lid to reveal bright orange shells dancing in the bubbling water. "Want to help me today?" Grandma asked with a wink. Tiffany eagerly nodded. Ingredients for 2 servings: 200 g fresh shrimp, 5 stalks of green onions, 1.5 cups of white rice. For the shrimp broth, 1 teaspoon rice wine, a pinch of white pepper, 2 tablespoons bonito soy sauce. For the shrimp topping, 1 teaspoon oyster sauce. Instructions: 30 minutes peel and marinate the shrimp. Tiffany carefully peeled the shrimp, setting the shells aside. Grandma showed her how to gently toss the shrimp in rice wine, soy sauce, and white pepper for a light marinade. Make the broth. Grandma heated a little oil in the pan and tossed in the shrimp shells and the white parts of the green onions. The kitchen filled with a rich aroma as Tiffany listened to the crackling shells. After a minute, they added 2 cups of water, letting it simmer until the broth was golden. Strain the broth. After boiling, they strained the broth, removing the shells and setting the fragrant liquid aside. Cook the shrimp. Using the same pan, Grandma lightly sautéed the marinated shrimp and remaining green onion parts. Tiffany added a spoonful of oyster sauce, stirring until the shrimp were coated and glistening. Cook the rice. Tiffany washed the rice, placing it into the rice cooker. Grandma poured in the shrimp broth, adding a pinch of salt and soy sauce. They set the rice cooker to cook, the anticipation building. Assemble the dish. Once the rice was ready, Tiffany helped fluff it and scoop it into bowls. Grandma generously topped each bowl with the glistening shrimp. Tiffany took her first bite and grinned. The rice was infused with the deep, savory taste of shrimp, each bite carrying the warmth of her grandmother's love. "Now you know the secret," Grandma said with a smile. "It's not just the ingredients. It's about the time and care you put into it." Tiffany nodded, savoring the delicious shrimp rice, already imagining sharing this recipe with her friends back in New York.